So we've been talking about empathy in the past couple of videos, and you might be thinking, what should I do when I see a child notice someone else's feelings but not respond? Do I step in? Do I prompt? Do I tell them what to say? In this video, we're going to talk about how to support empathy without turning it into a performance. Once children begin noticing others and trying to understand feelings, empathy is already forming. At that point, the adult doesn't have to rush empathy forward, but let it develop. Empathy doesn't need to be corrected. It doesn't need to be prompted, and it doesn't need to be proven. Adults often feel pressure to move empathy into action. So we prompt children to say sorry, to help, to comfort, or to explain. But when empathy is rushed into words or actions, children learn something different. They learn that empathy is something to perform, not something to experience. Supporting empathy at this stage often looks like doing less than more. So it can mean pausing instead of prompting. It can mean narrating without directing, modeling empathy yourself, or allowing just silence. Sometimes the most supportive response is simply acknowledging what you see without asking the child to respond. So supportive language can sound like observations. For example, you noticed that, or something about that stood out to you. I'm going to stay here for a moment. This kind of language keeps empathy inside, but it's still growing. So as we had mentioned before, not all empathy is visible. So some children pause, some children watch, some children step back instead of stepping in. These moments are not missed opportunities. They are signs that the child is processing something emotionally. So in busy environments, it's tempting to move things right along. But when empathy is allowed to exist without pressure, adults spend less time managing reaction. Empathy supported this way can strengthen the emotional atmosphere of the space that you're in. Now, to be clear, supporting empathy without forcing a response does not mean ignoring hurtful behavior or skipping accountability or avoiding guidance. Those moments still happen when children are regulated and ready. So empathy can come first. Empathy is not something children need to prove. It's something they develop over time. And when adults know when to step back, empathy has the space that it needs to grow into something meaningful. So if you're looking for a realistic way to support empathy as it's developing, I've put together 3 short empathy lessons that work well with this conversation. And you can download them from the comments. And until the next one, I'll see you soon.